Picture the absolute chaos of like a massive international sports arena. You've got the sweat on the court, roaring crowds, just pure adrenaline, right? Now, I want you to drop the future king and queen of England right into the middle of all that frenzy.
Oh, the contrast is just striking.
Yeah.
I mean, you have this raw, totally unpredictable athletic emotion colliding with, well, arguably one of the most carefully managed family brands on the planet.
Exactly. And that is exactly what we are getting into today. Welcome to our deep dive into an e-news report from today, which is August 1st, 2026. We are looking at the Prince and Princess of Wales taking their 3 kids to the Commonwealth Games in Glasgow, Scotland.
Yeah, and our mission here is really to figure out the actual mechanics of modern royal PR that are kind of hidden inside this one single afternoon outing.
Right.
Because the setting they chose is so crucial.
Right. They didn't just, stand on some distant balcony waving. They were right there in the stands for a netball semifinal between Australia and Jamaica, which, if you aren't super familiar with netball, you can basically think of it as basketball's incredibly fast-paced cousin.
Yeah, without the dribbling, right?
Exactly. No dribbling. Players have to pass the ball almost instantly. So it is just this rapid-fire, super high-tension energy the whole time.
Which is exactly what this match delivered.
Oh.
I mean, Jamaica pulled off this staggering 46-45 upset to advance to the gold medal match.
Just a 1-point margin.
Yeah.
In a sport where the ball moves in a flash, that's essentially like watching a high-speed game of hot potato where a single missed catch decides everything.
Oh, absolutely.
It's basically a buzzer beater in a championship basketball game. The tension in that Glasgow arena would have just been deafening.
Oh, for sure. It's an incredibly volatile environment.
So here's the really fascinating friction for you to consider. You have this chaotic 1-point upset, and sitting right in the crosshairs of all these cameras is a family that literally cannot afford a single chaotic visual.
Right. They have to maintain total control.
Exactly. So how they dressed to survive that environment is honestly a masterclass in like sartorial semiotics.
The wardrobe is always a tool for them. Always. According to the report, William wore a pretty classic black suit, but Kate wore this striped top, a white skirt, and a really vibrant green blazer.
Oh, the green blazer. That was such a move.
Yeah, it really was. And the children, George, Charlotte, and Louis, they were in sharp but pretty standard kids' clothes. Charlotte had on a polka dot dress, and the boys were in button-down shirts.
See, but it's not just a packing list, is it?
Yeah.
Think about the color theory here. That bright green blazer on Kate visually pops against the stadium seating. It projects this upbeat, sporty energy right to the viewer.
Yeah, but the structured cut of the blazer, especially paired with William's dark suit, it kind of anchors them. It subconsciously tells the public, like, hey, we are here for the fun, but we are still the institution.
Right, they are actively bridging a gap. Because if they wore formal royal gowns or something, they'd look ridiculous and completely tone-deaf in a sports arena.
Exactly. But showing up in sweatpants fractures the whole royal mystique.
Yeah.
So this aesthetic is meticulously calibrated to look like a spontaneous modern family day out while, maintaining really rigid brand control.
And that carefully constructed spontaneous vibe extends directly into how they behave, too. The e-news report really highlights that throughout the match, William and Kate were constantly leaning over, explaining the rules of netball to the kids.
Yeah, which creates this really powerful visual of just an everyday parenting moment.
But let's pause and push back on that for a second, because e-news also notes that this is just the latest stop in what they are calling an incredibly busy summer for the Wales family.
Right, they've been everywhere.
So I have to question, how much of this rule explaining is a genuine family moment versus a calculated mechanism to sort of hack our parasocial relationships with them?
Well, I mean, that is the core of modern royal survival, honestly. When you see a parent patiently explaining a complicated game to a 6-year-old, which is something you have likely done yourself, your brain chemically responds with empathy.
Yeah, it totally overrides your logical brain, because intellectually, this family holds vast, completely untouchable wealth and power, but emotionally, you just see a dad trying to keep his kid entertained in the bleachers.
Exactly. And this is how they reign supreme in the court of public opinion, as the report puts it. They are using relatability as a shield.
So showcasing quality time isn't just nice. It's basically a structural requirement to keep the public invested in their existence.
100%. They took the unpredictable thrill of Jamaica's 1-point victory and basically used it as a backdrop for a flawless Relatable family portrait.
It really is a masterstroke of blending into the crowd while making sure every single camera is still pointed directly at you. But it does leave you with a really tricky question to chew on.
Oh, for sure. What's the takeaway here?
Well, as the royals increasingly engineer these normal everyday moments to build empathy, you have to wonder, does the traditional untouchable mystique of the monarchy start to fade?
That's the risk, isn't it?
Exactly. And if that magic disappears, does the relatability alone actually have enough power to sustain the crown in the modern era? It is definitely something for you to think about the next time you spot them in the stands.